work with a plan, you have to work with time. Work with a management team who also understand the music business, not just the industry. So people who can step into a room and pitch for you. People who can go in and say, this is the potential I find for this artist, this is what I want to do with this artist, and I feel this is where you're going to have to work with a plan, you have to work with time. Work with a management team who also understand the music business, not just the industry. So people who can step into a room and pitch for you. People who can go in and say, this is the potential I find for this artist, this is what I want to do with this artist, and I feel this is where you're going to come and support us. And it doesn't happen overnight. Rachel will tell you, I will tell you, we didn't start overnight in the industry, and every day we are learning. It's important to note that when we look for artists to sign, because I'm usually asked this question, is there like a cap for what do you look for the artists? When can they come? Because a lot of times from the artists I've mentioned, people may think that we just work with big, or let me say established names. Is there opportunity to work with people who are coming up in the industry? The answer is yes, because we're always looking for new talent. We're looking for people who can change the face of the East African music industry, who can change the face of the African music industry. I always go around saying, if Burna Boy can fill out the O2 Stadium, why can't a Kenyan artist do the same, right? And it's very possible. It's very possible. He does not have two heads. He has one head, does not have 4 ears. We have the same ability, it's just that different opportunities come to people at different times in their career. So what I would say with regards to distribution is, if you're an artist and you want to get into the creative music industry, what you really need to differentiate is the difference between the music industry and the music business. They are two very different things. A lot of people are very conversant with the music industry. So when you see, your favorite artists, maybe they'll be posting on socials. Nowadays, I think we're calling it clout, but they're creating hype for you to find out, okay, what's coming? Is there a new song? Who has he or she collaborated with? That is part of a marketing tactic that they use. But on the other side, we call it the music business.
Branding is very, very important. Na kwa wale ambao labda mnaweza niuliza, okay, basi branding ni nini? There's a difference when it comes up, slight difference. Ukiangalia personal branding and corporate branding, or when a company wants to brand themselves, the colors will speak, the logo will speak for this particular organization. But leo nataka to focus on personal branding, sindio? Because sisi ni creatives. Na already by how you look, you are communicating something, right? By your presence too, hata kabla hujaimba, hata kabla hujasimama kwenye jukwaa, there's something that is going to show about you. So what is that? Hiyo sasa ndio personal branding, and it is the process now of creating a brand identity. Lazima uko na identity the same way uko na identification card yako, si ndio? ID yako iko na details zako pale, ukiangalia unaona ushagoni wapi, hii station ambayo ulichukulia ID, miaka yako, and so on and so forth. So brand identity creation process inakaa namna gani? Lazima udevelop a well-defined and consistent look, a message, and even presence online and offline. Muhimu sana that in any conversation that happens today, the digital aspect is fitted in there. Tumesikia kutoka kwa Camilla ambaye ametuambia now distribution is purely on digital, isn't it? That's how you're able to know what other countries are doing, other parts of the world. And in the same way, your presence is not just when you are on stage. Your presence is not only when you are, you have recorded a song and people are listening to it. It is online, and it's heavily looked at online. Kwa sababu kila mtu hapa sahi naweza sema I think tuko na at least social media account moja, sio? Nani hana any social media presence? Kunaye? Hakuna. At least one, hata kama ni Facebook, hata kama ni Twitter peke yake, hata kama ni TikTok peke yake, that already is a platform where we get to know who you are. So what content will I find on your social media? I get many DMs and people even sending me songs wakiniambia okay, enda YouTube, utapata song yangu pale na nini. But hata kabla niende huko, kama unatumia hiyo DM tukiwa kwenye Instagram for instance, right? What do you think I do? I check out the profile, don't I? Yeah. I want to see immediately what kind of a person are you? Have you invested in your own brand pale kwenye Instagram? Picha gani umepiga pale? Naweza ona hata ka freestyle umefanya pale kwa uwezo wako na simu yako. Naweza have a taste of who you are as an artist, as a poet, as a model, whatever it is, as a comedian. Kabla sijaenda hata kule kwenye YouTube. It has to be interlinked. At least a teaser to the real or the longer video that now is residing on YouTube. It's very important. Na kama una take time ku study wale ambao una admire pale on social media, akina kama ni Terence, comedian, akina Cartoon, akina nani mwingine Njugush, you will see that wataweka teaser kidogo ya kazi yao alafu wakwambia full video ufanye nini? YouTube, link in bio, si ndio? That is you investing in your brand.
Music marketing. Kuna kitu inaitwa market yenyewe, kuna product na kuna wewe buyer na seller. So in this situation, buyer, wacha tufika kwa buyer, seller ni wewe. Wewe mwenyewe uko na product. Wewe msanii, you are the key person. Na that's why nimesema kuchukua mkono proudly, because if you're not existing, our wengine they are others, hawako. Sindio? You are the employer. Wewe ndio utatafuta wase. Wewe ndio unakuwa employed by you. You employ publicist, una employ manager, una employ kila mtu, producer, kila mtu. So wewe ni wa maana sana. Now the one thing I would want us to understand, never go to any market of any sort without understanding it. Because it will save you time. And you say time is money. So if you save time, you save what? Money. But the product itself. The music. Process ya kutengeneza hiyo music. Once you get the music right, let me tell you, half of your work will be done. Ukileta product, ushaenda kwa soko, msako na kabo, kuna pale kabe, kuna pale mnapanga tu line. Kuna mahali tu lazima upange line. So once you get your product right, na kusema product ni gani? Quality production. Quality production. Na unajua na production ni expensive, hakuna kitu yenye utapata fiti yenye hauta invest. You have to invest in one way or another. Enda kwa kule producer kama ni Sedo ama ni nani mwingine, na hata kama una work na up and coming producer, let them produce quality work. Kuwa up and coming producer doesn't mean akupatie song nyingine ya holela mixing na mastering hata yezi chezo kwa radio, hata yezi kwa so hata kama producer mwenye una work na yeye ni up and coming, wacha akupatie kitu noma, kitu quality. Na by the way, tukisikia kitu fiti hapa, hatuhitaji watu wanataka how do I know quality. Ukisikia ngoma noma, unasikia ngoma noma. Tunasema ngoma imefungwa. Hiyo ndio lugha ya huko. Si ndio? Producer kutoka anajua. Ngoma imefungwa yani. Imefungwa, unasikia kick, unasikia nini? Unajua? Pia, for you to produce quality music, you have to listen to quality music. Msanii, producer, hype man, hamwezi lepana na kusikiliza. If you want to put out quality, you have to put in quality. Na sio ngoma tu za Kenya, diversify. Sikiza lyrics.